Well, first of all, talking of Ideal, I keep seeing loads of posts online about a new series of Ideal or something new of Ideal. Is there any truth in
Yeah.
that? What can you tell me?
I mean, I honestly don't know, but I would doubt it. Because it's down to the BBC, really. It doesn't matter who, I might want to do it, Johnny might want to do it, Graham might want to do it. If the BBC doesn't want to do it, then it won't happen. And I don't imagine that the BBC wants Ideal. Um, it's a shame, but I can't see it. So I think if people are holding out for that, it's been 10 years or more now, or 20 years or something, so it's a long time. You think it would have happened by now if it was going to happen. Because I know, there's been chats about and stuff like that, but yeah, I don't think. I mean, hey, fingers crossed, if it did, great, but I'm dead anyway, spoiler. Yeah, I can't see it, but who knows?
Yeah, like you said, it is a shame. But I think it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago. There was at the Salford Lads Club. There was a post with a few of the cast in it. So maybe it's
Yeah, I was there,
circulated
yeah.
from that as well. Yeah, it'd be good if it could come back. I remember about a few years ago. Well, I say a few years ago. It's probably about 10 years ago now. There was rumours about the Ideal movie. Was there any truth in that, or was that just rumours as well?
Again, I think it was something that was discussed, not with me, but I just think it was kind of, let's find a way that we can do a bit more with Ideal. If it's not going back to TV, can we do a film? Again, I think that's doubtful. I think in the end that's what led to the live show, because obviously that's something that is in your hands, rather you not necessarily have to rely on the BBC or anybody else. So Graham and Johnny could just get that together themselves, get it on tour, sell tickets, all that. So in a lot of ways, it's more satisfying to do that, because you don't feel like you're banging your head against a brick wall. You just you can write it, you can get it on, you can get people who want to come and see it. And I think most of the people who went to see it loved it. So yeah, I think you might get more of that. You might get some more live stuff. I don't know, got no idea, but I think that would be more likely than like TV and films.
Mm, yeah. Well, the thing with Ideal was it was so different, and everyone in it was so good. I think that's why there's still a demand for it, or at least where the rumors come from. Are you aware of the cult following that it's still got?
Yeah, I think people who like it really like it, isn't it? Which is great. Um, and it doesn't happen as often these days, but occasionally you get approached by somebody who loves Ideal,
Mm,
and they normally know more about it than I do. But I think it worked well. I think I had a good mix. I think one of the things that they did with the casting initially was to cast a few stand-up comedians in roles, which I think perhaps brought a different dynamic to it, that you didn't get with just a cast full of actors. So it was always a good laugh on set. I think a lot of people commented who were in it, who people in the crew who worked on a lot of stuff. I haven't done much, but everybody said it was a really nice set to work on, good laugh, and we had good fun at Christmas parties and things like that. So yeah, I think it was. I think that's kind of what made it work, because we were enjoying it. I think that translates. So if the actors are having fun with it, then that comes across on screen, and that helps you enjoy it as you're watching, I think.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. What I liked about it was obviously it was a comedy, but it had that spooky element to it as well. Would you agree? Is that the right word to use? Spooky.
well, I was talking to Graham, and we were talking about this last week at the thing at the Salford Lads Club. And I was saying it had kind of surreal elements, spooky, but um, it was all stuff that could relate to the kind of the drug related theme. So it was all the things that happened that were crazy were all, they weren't super fantastical. Do you know what I mean? They weren't in outer space. It wasn't in different lands. They're all just mad kind of shit. The kind of thing that might happen if you were on acid or something like that. So all kind of fitted in with that whole theme of that. You know, I lived that lifestyle in the 1990s. I was a raver, and I used to go out on, you know, off my head all night and smoking weed until all hours in the morning. And I've taken acid and mushrooms, stuff like that, and all the things that happened in Ideal were bizarre, but they were kind of things that might happen if you were like tripping, or if you were coming down off ecstasy after going to a rave or something like that. So I think it had the bizarre, but it all had a flavour. It all kind of fitted with the overarching theme, which was really good. You know, the fact that the guy wore a cartoon mask. Did he wear a cartoon mask? Didn't he? Was that just a freakish thing? And then his girlfriend wore a bee mask. What's going on there? But nobody ever commented on it. Who's the mad guy who's suddenly moved in next door? You know, the fact that Mark Smith from The Fall is God. It's all stuff that, you know, if the people from that time, and you know, ravers and such like, would definitely identify with it. I think that was a big thing. It was the sets and everything as well, the costumes, and that was all really identifiable if you were from that generation. Everybody had been there. You know, when I was in my early 20s and that, we had a dope dealer who lived up the road, and everybody used to go and sit round there, and if you had no weed, you'd go and just sit there, and hopefully somebody else would skin up and pass you a joint or whatever. And so similar, you know, and like old magazines. I remember one of the funnest things in Ideal was in the breaks between shots. So you'd just be sitting around on the set waiting for them to move the camera or something like that. And a lot of the props were like old magazines. So we read like a Women's Weekly from 1974 with all these mad old adverts and stuff. And I think that was the most fun. I think I might have nicked a Women's Weekly when I left, but probably shouldn't say that. Never mind.